Right, good evening everyone. The white caps, Australian white caps as they're called, they're a mutation only found in Australia at the moment, and if you read the history, the guy in Rockhampton bred them, and he got a bird off one of the breeders from New South Wales, the name of Ernie Wise, and according to Don Burke, that was an Australian white cap. Kevin O'Callaghan seen them and has been working on them. They sent Nigel Tonkin got a couple, and his wife is an artist, and she called them sea foams, but that's not their official name in our standard. They're called Australian white caps, but Don Burke uses the name sea foam. I've got some photographs here of violet skies, and they don't get that same effect as just a normal sky. They're bred in, at the moment they're being bred in a lot of different varieties. At the moment they can be shown in all those varieties. I think later on down the track they might go the same way as the yellow faces and only be normals, but that's only my thoughts. There's nothing official there. The Opalines, I think, only to my mind, don't have that nice black and white wing, so you know they don't look as attractive. The greys also don't look as attractive. This is how I see them, because they just haven't got that nice suffusion through the body colour. This history that I've given you, Jimmy Fletcher put that together, and he tells you that they've got quite a few now being bred in Australia. Some of our top better breeders are breeding them, and it's only a matter of time before they'll be a national class. At this stage, the Australian Secretary of the Standards, Peter Glastonbury, isn't really keen on them. He's not really. So they did a standard for them, and they called it interim standard. When I was going overseas, I thought that we might be able to push them over there because they haven't been recognised yet officially at world level. So I got them to change the interim to a proper standard, which they did, and so now that's one thing that we've done, that so they can be accepted as a new mutation worldwide. When I was over there, that the secretary over there, he's a little bit anti-accepting them at this stage. So what we've got to do is get the Australian body to put in an official submission, I would say, and they should be recognised because they're definitely a strong mutation, exciting mutation, and they're breeding true. They're dominant birds, and they breed true. The overseas breeders were very keen on them, and I did hear that there's a couple of German guys trying to get them to Germany, and I don't know how they get around the fact that they won't let Australian birds out of Australia, but they've made inquiry and they've found out it's going to cost about $25,000 to get the mutation over to Germany with quarantine costs. We're going to do a presentation at this year's national show. You're going to do a judge's workshop on them, and I think they'll be there for people to have a look at. They haven't been accepted as a class yet. There was a fair bit of discussion on how that standard should be worded. Peter Glastonbury worded it that they had to have a nice blue body colour, but the people who bred them said that wasn't correct, and so they've changed it and put it in the standard. Two white caps together, you get a green bird, and they might be a little bit paler in the cap, but very, very little. It's very hard to tell the difference apparently. There's a criteria for accepting them worldwide, a new mutation, and as far as I can see we meet the criteria. I think we've just got to put in an official submission to them, and I'm sure they'll be recognised because they've been around for 8 or 10 years or whatever. So as you can see, a baby spangled. I started off with the babies. Another one, the grey.
The babies, the yellow on the bib is quite light, and as they go through their month and get older, it gets darker and darker as the birds get older. Do you notice that, or is it?
Well, I brought a baby along here tonight. You can hardly see the yellow on him, and I brought him along for that reason.
Yeah.
And the normal, once again,
Right,
very little suffusion on the body, and you'll see later on how they change. It seems as if all the front of the bird is turned a bit yellowy, suffusion. The undertail cover's a yellow, but the wings and the back of the bird, they're black and white, they're normal. So it's a strange mutation. Now this is the sea foam. I'll put that bird there because you can see the sea green. That's the colour I'm trying to think of. The sea green colour. So and you can see the nice black and white wing.
I thought that was a double factor.
No, look, it's got a white cap.
Yeah.
Black and white wing. The double factors.
So what is the body colour?
That's a sky blue
That's a sky blue.
white cap, and that's where you get the sea foam look. Now this is an opaline, and you can see no black and white in the wing, the colour in the wing. So to me, not quite as attractive. I think this is a violet. It's one of Jamie Wright's, I think. They're a strong mutation, and I think they're a bit like the Spangles. They are a very strong mutation when they arrived, and these are very strong. The normals that you get from them quite often are good budgerigar. Now this is one of mine. This is a violet sky, and they don't get the green suffusion through the body quite as much as a normal sky blue. This is a Vic Murray bird, dominant pied. I wanted to get a photograph of this one because it'll show you a nice white wing, a pied marking will show the white wing on him, but I didn't really get it. There's a little bit of yellow there, but very attractive bird. You can see how, even though it's not a black and white wing, you can see there's no suffusion through the wing. Another violet, I think. Once again, a nice black and white wing. It's a nice sea foam. So to me, that's the ultimate one, although a lot of the others are very attractive.
Is that supposed to be a blue series or a green series? I'm sorry, blue.
No, it's a blue series. Now this is a Gary Gazzard bird, and without seeing the whole bird, it looks a pretty good sort of a budgie. Got all the nice features.
Can you just clarify something for me? The green one, if you pair 2 white cap blues together, you get a green.
Yes,
You get a green budgie.
you get 25% green ones. Yes.
But do they have the white?
No, you'll see a photograph here soon, and I'll explain it. Or you'll see it'll explain itself. Another one of Gary Gazzard's, but got the yellow through the wing, which I didn't think would happen. See, Gary Gazzard's one of our better breeders in Australia, and he's got them to a high standard, hasn't he? Now this is another very attractive sky blue spangled, and they're one of the prettiest ones, I think. This is a double factor opaline, and you can see the white on these.
Is that a green bird or a blue bird?
Well, they're great. That's a good question. They're the result of putting 2 of the bluebirds together, and they look green, but they'll breed blue birds. This is a double factor opaline of Jamie Wright's. It's a cobalt, opaline cobalt double factor. So you can see it's got that, looks like a grey green.
So how do you know it's a cobalt?
As you told me.
So you have to know from the breeding, not from looking at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But once again, you can see the cap's a bit lighter. So, and this is a double factor. Blue, I suppose, sky blue. And you can see the cap's yellow. Now, there's a bit of a story with these ones. Some guy who should have had better records paired a double factor English yellow face to a white cap and thought he had a normal white bird. And I've bred these birds and they're yellow face white caps. They're good birds, but they're not much good on the show bench. If you breed one of these to a normal, you'll get 25% that look like that. You'll get 25% English yellow faces, get 25% normals, 25% white caps. And we have bred with them, and that's what they do. Because I sort of sold a pair to Jimmy Fletcher of these birds, and he rang me up and said, "What's going on here? I'm getting these funny looking birds from your bird." Yellow face, white cap. Same
now,
again.
Alan, you'd only really know that through your record keeping, wouldn't you? If you saw that you saw that bird flying in an
they're just a little bit lighter on the cap. Look, I took these birds to our judges meeting, and they all looked at it, and they all said you'd have to accept them as a single factor golden face. Right? And Jimmy Fletcher calls them golden faces, but they're not. And really, if you know about them, you realise that they get wrong class. Although it's pretty hard to wrong class because they conform to the standard of the golden face. So it's like those clear wings, grey wings that look like clear wings, Thank you. Now, any questions on these?
So what's the best pairing?
White cap to a blue,
Sky blue or something?
Yeah. Look, the cinnamons come out quite nice. They have a nice, really pronounced wing, and but I think the Opalines don't look as good, although there was a nice one there before. So I'm trying to keep them normal, but they're very popular. They're in a couple of years, 2 years' time, they'll be a national class for sure.
What were the two parents like that actually produced the white cap?
Well, that's the burning question. The guy who bred them bought a couple of birds at auction off this other breeder, and I think he thought it was an English yellow face, and they just popped out. I don't know what the birds were like, and I don't think even the guy who bred them knows. So Ernie Wise said that, Don Burke said that Ernie Wise's one was a white Australian white cap, but I don't know how he knows that, and I've never heard it before. Well, I did hear that in overseas that they've got them the other way round with a white mask and a yellow top, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But that's a super bird. Gary Gazzard bird, isn't it?
Sorry, did you discuss the wings with why you've got some white and black and the others, the yellow comes through?
Not many, no. The yellow.
Why is there a difference? Is there just a variety that Spangles have that black and white but then others don't?
No, they've all got the black and white wing. The only one I've seen that hasn't got the black and white wing was that dominant tide at the
that's what I was
finish.
sort of looking at, thinking, why is that?
I don't know. That's ruined my theory.
That's ruined every theory.
Yeah.
That's ruined the theory. Right.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, and unless it's the way there's something with the photograph.
Or it's got yellow face in it like your yellow face.
He's got hardly any yellow there at all. Come over closer. When he comes through the molt, he'll mostly be very nice and white on the cap, and you'll see that yellow will come deeper. So, as babies, you think, oh, there's a normal bird, but it gradually gets a little bit of white, and then if you have a look at the tail cover, I'll just catch one up. We'll get one. It's only very lemon, it's not even pronounced in this one. Can't see it. I'll have to catch a normal. But you can see,
Yeah, you can see
the lemon. Oh, I thought he was a normal. Now, this is a cinnamon spangled, I'd say she's a violet. These are nestmate. This is the one that was the unbroken cap in the photograph. But see, there's hardly any suffusion in the body. This is one of those ones from a violet sky. It hasn't got that seafoam look like this one's got. It's a yellow face white cap. This is Vic's dominant pie. You can see the white wings. They're a strong mutation. It's a very nice budgie.
Is that the white cap still?
This is the one that I made a mistake and I paired it and double packed the yellow face over white cap. And I got birds that look like that, which is a yellow faced white cap and English yellow face. That bird will breed 25% white cap.
Right.
But it's not recommended. In, I think John Burke's article in our Budgie News, I think he said it's stupid to put yellow face up.
He didn't deliberately do it, Al.
And also, they can't see any reason to breed with the normal greens because you get some birds that are green and some birds that are white caps, and you get a bit confused. I get confused anyway. One of them.
Oh yeah, there you go.
But they haven't got the impact of the sky blue one.
I've been bringing the cobalt dark back there. I think it gives you a lot more impact too. That copper in the end, that's the find the dark and blue gives you, see.
But it doesn't, they haven't got that nice.
No, they don't see
seafoam.
through the body, but it gives you the impact around the head.
But there's quite a few people breeding them, give them a couple of years, I think they'll be hundreds of grand because they're dominant.
Yellow. That's going to be a double. In order for it to be what's the best double back up?